So I'm making something and I wanted to come into my kitchen and share this with you. I want to share as much with you as I possibly can. So, okay, when I get really sore from working out, and my biceps are so sore right now, I get this, like, I can't explain like when the shift happened for me, but when I was, gosh, it was when everything clicked. Okay, so I did a fitness competition back in 2009, and I got so fit. I had baby muscles back then, but I got so fit. And then after that was over, I was like, I don't ever really want to do that again. I already had my business starting, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to pour my money into my business rather than into a competition like that, because it's travel, it's a bathing suit, it's shoes, it's a hotel stay, it's tanning, it's hair, it's makeup, it's stage jewelry, and it's like crazy expensive. And I was like, no thanks. So I was like, I'm gonna pour that into my business. And so when I got fit, but I didn't get as fit until later. Like, it was when, okay, because after that I kind of got out of it and I started working and I got really into yoga. So my competition was in 2009. I opened my yoga studio for the whole year of 2010 and founded it and did the website and branded it and did everything I needed to do in 2010. I opened in 2011. In 2011 and 12 and 13, I was doing yoga and my figureFIT workouts, but figureFIT wasn't born yet. And it wasn't until 2014 when I really was like, okay, I know what to do and I'm not doing it consistently. And I started to have these shakes, and I started these shakes back in 2012. But I met some fitness professionals at my competition who were using the isogenic shakes to lean out. And I just kind of at that time really thought that they were more like a multi-level marketing company, and I wasn't so sold on the product itself back then. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what works. I'm gonna trust these people who are doing this and who remain fit all year round, and I'm gonna trust that this is really what they're using. And so I started to do that, and I started to have a shake before my workout and after my workout every single time, no matter what. And I got really, really diligent with lifting really heavy during these workouts, okay? And I have varied between like high levels of stress and doing these as a HIIT workout, like the way that they're designed to be doing them. And then I have also slowed down on the HIIT aspect and done just the weightlifting with about a 30-second and sometimes even a minute break in between my sets. So, but the whole time I've been doing these workouts and having these shakes. Now, when I'm at my leanest, I am fucking killing it with my breaks. Like, I am not having a break. I'm going from one set to one move to the next, to the next, to the next, sweating. I am like, there's something else that happens, like that inner goddess comes out, that inner warrior comes out, and you're just on fire. I know you know what I'm talking about. And that's when I am at my ultimate, fittest, leanest, is when I'm doing it that way. And really doing this keto reset and doing the intermittent fasting. So I wanted to come in here today and share with you some of just the small basic things that I do. So I have this before and after every workout. Now this morning, let's see, what time is it? It is 12:32. It's a snow day. I had my figureFIT coffee this morning. I had a salad because I was hungry, so I broke my fast with the salad. And I'm on a sugar detox as well. I just started the figureFIT sugar detox, and I'm going to be doing that for 8 weeks. So for those of you who have the premium access level, you have access to this. It's in the Look Good Naked program, and you get tons of things in the Look Good Naked program. This is just one product you get in that program. So if you haven't upgraded yet, you guys want to check out that program, or the All Access Premium, because you get everything that I've ever created. So I am doing the sugar detox for 8 weeks. And the reason I chose 8 weeks is because I have a project that I'm working on, and I like to pair things together for motivation. And so I was like, okay, for 8 weeks, I'm gonna be working on this project, but at the same time, what else can I pair with it just for habit, like ingraining a habit or really just making a massive change? So I like to do that. That's just how I, as somebody who is obsessive, who is focused, who can get obsessed in a good way and obsessed in a bad way. So for example, 2 summers ago, I was drinking champagne all the time with a girlfriend. That was a bad habit to be in. That was a bad 12 or 8 week or 6 week period to be in because it wasn't beneficial for me or helpful for me. So I like to partner things together. So right now I'm doing this 8 week project with an 8 week sugar detox. Now, one of the things that I will never stop having is these shakes because of what they do. And their whey, and whey is the best thing that you can take to build muscle mass. Now, let me get back to my original reason why I even started this whole video to begin with. It is the whey protein in this shake. I know for a fact that whey protein is the best and quickest way to fuel your muscle growth. Now, when my biceps are really sore, like they are today, my first thing that I think about when I recognize my soreness, when I straighten my arm and it's sore, is yes, and it's like, go have some protein. I think that way now. I think when I feel my muscles, I think whey protein. I think about it because I know that that is what builds your muscle tissue. And it is the #1 thing that actually builds your muscle tissue. It's got all the amino acids in it. It's got everything that you could possibly have that's going to build your muscle. So I think that way. And I just want you to start thinking that way too. It's like when you feel your soreness, I want you to think, go fuel that muscle. Go do the workouts again and fuel it the right way. That is everything. It really, truly is everything. And the reason it's everything is because as you build that muscle tissue, your metabolism raises, your physique starts to change, you have more energy, you have really your metabolism raises. And when your metabolism raises, your caloric intake need raises, and you can eat more appropriate foods. But the thing is, a lot of people, like, they go the opposite way. They start dieting, they start having less, but when you're working out and you're growing muscle tissue with adequate whey protein and adequate workouts, you actually can eat more because you're fueling muscle tissue and the muscle growth. So when you have muscles on your body, you are metabolically active and your body burns more calories because muscle is hungry. So I wanted to share that with you this morning, and I wanted to show you how I make some upgraded shakes. Now, ladies, gentlemen, this is for the aging gentlemen as well. I gotta take a break. I need to take some breath. Okay. Okay, when you are aging, you need appropriate hormone fuel. Now, I've said this before, there's somebody in this group in particular who eats the same things all the time. That's not good for you. You do need to change up your diet and your foods on a regular basis because your gut health can get used to the same foods, and you need different digestive enzymes to break down the foods. So you can't just drink your food all the time. You can't just, that's the biggest thing when people say when they're against shakes, because you can't just drink your food all the time. You got to be able to eat food too, because when you chew, your body produces digestive enzymes in your mouth, from your brain, and in your gut and your stomach to be able to break down the food that you're chewing and then swallowing. So when you're just drinking your food, there's a process there that is you're foregoing that saliva. And let me grab something. What is it? It's lipase. The digestive enzymes that your body naturally creates are lipase, maltase, bromelain, no, not bromelain, I don't think, amylase, protease. So those are like natural enzymes that your body makes. Now, if you're not like really having a good digestive health, or if you've been on like a special focus kind of a diet, you're not really changing your foods, or you're drinking too many smoothies, you actually need to supplement with digestive enzymes. If you have like constipation or something like that, then your body literally is not getting enough of those digestive enzymes to be able to break down your food. So one of the things that I have been doing ever since I turned 40 was adding very, very specific ingredients that are really good for me to my protein shakes. And I love things that taste good, so this tastes incredible by itself, but I also add things to it, and this is going to be totally your call on what you add to what flavored shakes and what you feel like would be good with it. But this is a chocolate mint shake, and what I'm going to add to this one is a teaspoon of ginger, because ginger is really good for you. It's good for your circulation. It's good for like nauseousness, but it's really just good for your circulation. And I have poor circulation. My hands and my toes are always cold. Maca. Maca is something that is really good for your hormones as well. This actually can stimulate your, what is it? It's like your sexual drive, which I don't really need to stimulate that, but just so you know, this can do that. It's just really good for you anyways. It's good for your liver, and it's good for your digestion. I think it's digestion, but I know it's your liver too, and just your hormones in general. I often add flax seeds, because these are not necessarily this brand, but I have, this is the brand I have right now. Flax seeds have lignans in it, and lignans bind to estrogen and excrete the estrogen bodies from your bloodstream and your digestion. So these are really good, and it's fiber. You do have to ground flax seeds up. You got to drink a lot of water with flax seeds, because they are bulking inside of you, so you got to drink water to flush that through your system. So I will put those in almost every single shake I make, whether it's chocolate, French vanilla, the strawberry. I don't mind. I think they're good for me, and you can sprinkle them on salads and things like that. This you can, but since I'm having shakes every day, one of my shakes is loaded with all of these extras, okay? And the other one usually is not. All right, so then, let's see. What else do I have? Typically I have this one in the protein only. So this is the Iced Greens, and this has so many things in it. Astragalus, chlorella. It does have spirulina as well. And now, since I'm talking about spirulina, this is really good, because oftentimes we're not getting enough greens in our diet. So I get this, and I have it usually not every day. I would be a liar if I said that. So definitely don't have this every day, but I have this at nighttime, or in the French vanilla shake after a workout. So it's either with this in my French vanilla shake with, I think it's 1 scoop, yeah, 1 scoop of this. And then, or at nighttime when I need protein only, and this together is actually called the bedtime belly buster, having protein before bedtime. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. And then also another thing that I add to my shakes is legit spirulina. Oh, God, that would suck if I broke this. There it is. I just put it in this thing for easy access. Oh, it stinks. Oh, it's so good for you though. Okay, so it's like 1 little teaspoon is how big it is. And I put that in my shake. So, I don't know if you can see this. It's legit so dark. Like, you could seriously color some eggs with this. Like, look at it on my fingers already. So it doesn't smell good. You gotta make sure that the kind you get is organic and it's like you feel good about where you're buying it from. So I bought that and I put it in here and have it right on my countertop. The reason being, I force myself to have this. It's not bad, it's just that it tastes different. But it's so good for you. This is legit a superfood. If all the food was to be gone from the planet, you could survive off of spirulina. Okay? It's I think it's a cell-less membrane. So it's different than chlorella. I don't really know the full differences of it, but it's a full-blown, it's got all the amino acids in it and then some. And it's protein. So that is a pure protein source. Amino acids come from protein. So amino acids are the building block of every cell that your body needs to make new cells. Now, if you're not having protein and you think, and your cells are dying all of the time, if you're not having enough protein, you're not remaking new cells the way you need to be making them. Now, I bought the spirulina because it's a pure protein. It is a superfood. It's so good for you. And I put that itty bitty little teaspoon in here, and I can taste it when I am having my shakes, but it's worth it to me because of how good it is for me. So I'm gonna so this is my pre-workout shake. I'm gonna do 1 teaspoon of this ginger. And actually, what I'm also gonna do, since this is a chocolate shake, I'm gonna put cacao in there as well. So cacao has magnesium and potassium and iron. Let's see, and we need magnesium. So I haven't really talked to you guys much about that. And I'm gonna do a whole tablespoon of this cacao powder, just because it's so good. And that will actually help with that spirulina taste. So I'm gonna put that in there. Now, I haven't really talked about magnesium, but if you work out, you're deficient in magnesium and you need to supplement. There's a couple different kinds of magnesium. There's magnesium citrate, there's magnesium glycinate, there's magnesium, oh, there's another one. And Natural Calm is one that you can have. This one I have at nighttime. The one that they have that doesn't have the melatonin, I believe, is a magnesium citrate, which all that really does is a stimulant to make you poop. It's more like a laxative. It's not the best form of magnesium. Magnesium glycinate is the best, and then magnesium carbonate and magnesium, this has glycinate in it and magnesium carbonate. This also has melatonin and L-theanine in it. So magnesium glycinate is the best one to have. So you guys, that is it for, I think that's it. Let me double check. For my shake additives. And this is just the best way to get all that stuff in. I didn't really expect I'd be making an 18-minute video, 20-minute video. But you know what? This is information that is so important. And you guys, we need to take care of our body. I'm all about nutrition science. It was something that I studied growing up, and the reason being is because I was really unhealthy as a child. I had really bad digestion, and when I got into college, I was like, oh, well, I'll study nutrition science. I was actually going to be a doctor. I was going to be an eye doctor, and my pre-med, my undergraduate, was nutrition science and psychology. So psychology, because I wanted to know why we do what we do, and why do we make stupid decisions, and why are people alcoholics, and why are, all of those things. So I studied psychology, and I went, I finished that. So I have an undergraduate in psychology, and I have an undergraduate in nutrition science. And then I switched because I didn't want to be an eye doctor, and I switched to the business school. So I went to Indiana University, Kelley School of Business. So anyways, I'm not going to put the maca in. I've had plenty of that this week. So I'm not going to put that in. But I'm going to blend up this shake. And right now I'm making this with water. If you want it thick, you make it with milk, or not milk. Whenever I say milk, I don't mean milk. I mean like almond milk or coconut milk, unsweetened all the time. Never have a sweetened anything. Unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. And then if you are gonna do milk, make sure it's whole milk, because you can't be having that sugar-free or skim stuff. It's bad. It's just bad for you. So, oh, that doesn't fit. I've got 2 blenders. All right, guys, so I'm gonna make this, and I just wanted to come on here and give you that information and give you a little bit of loving. And if you guys are interested in getting these shakes, reach out to me. I'd love to help you get signed up, get started with Isagenix. There's so many different things that they have. These are one of the things I take as well, the Whey Thins, which are my chips, my go-to chips. I take those movie theaters so I don't go eat the popcorn. Anyways, have a great day. Bye.